inflation is out of control, but a new report says that price gouging is even worse. God, if this doesn't just infuriate you, I don't know what would. Go ahead and jump into this story.
We've been told that businesses are victims of the economy. The pandemic's hurt them. The supply chain has caused shortages. Government spending is driving inflation up. The war in Ukraine is driving up. And what we're finding is, even though they have selling fewer cars, less gas, their profits are hitting record numbers. And they're buying back their stock. They're giving out huge dividends.
Well, okay, so here, their narrative is, I mean, Lord of mercy, the narrative is all over the place, that this is being caused by Russia, that, gee, this isn't our fault, and you know what, we're doing everything we can to fight it. Well, the Guardian took they put some forensic people in there to see really what's going on, and it's anything but that. The profit margin has been raised 50% since they started this narrative, and as you say, what that's about is with that profit margin, they're able to buy back stock. And that increases the value of the company. And not only that, they're able to pay dividends to shareholders, and dividends and shareholders keep.
And when the stock goes up, the CEOs, their packages get better because they get more stock. They can sell off their stock when they leave. Their parachutes get much, much healthier.
Chevron, 240% spike in profits, 240%. As a matter of fact, it's the best. They have the best 2 quarters that they've had in the history of the company. Nike, the public social responsibility company, 51% increase, and it's still continuing to climb. Steel Dynamics. This is a company that touches almost everything that's made with steel. Their profit margin jumped 809%. 809% is their profit increase since all this started.
Dr. Pepper, 83%. You're looking at Hershey's, your Reese cups. They have gone up 62%. They did a $200 million stock buyback at Hershey's.
Here's the point. These are companies that have massive capital. They can operate in low profit times. If they were asked to do it, if they were forced to do it, if Biden would take some action and punish a few of them, and they got the picture, it's not like they're going to go out of business or even have any difficulty during this downtime. They have this massive amount of money that's put into their company that's available to them anytime. But rather than doing that, what's socially responsible, they say, well, we're just gonna rape and pillage right now because we can.
And anybody who challenges them, we're called business bashers. If you try to question it, Bernie Sanders has caught on to this. Elizabeth Warren has caught on to it some, but their voice is in the wilderness. There's not a lot of momentum out there.
So what ends up happening is what they're trying to do, and this is really scary, is to create a new norm. In other words, once you get used to paying that higher thing for a box of cereal, you're used to it. And so you're going to do it anyway. And when you have competition that's not there because one company owns all the cereal, it's not as if a competitor is going to come in and say, well, we're not selling our cereal for as much money, so buy our cereal. There's not an alternative. The alternatives are so limited. And these companies are using this opportunity to rape and pillage. And unfortunately, nothing's coming out of the White House. The White House can do something about this. When Chevron said we're making a 240% profit because of the suffering that people are going through in gas lines, he ought to understand that this seals the fate of the Democrats in the midterm if he doesn't get us under control.
This is kitchen table politics where we've got to go.